Day 64 from zero to WordPress Hero end of the year challenge. So today is the last day of the challenge, and I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone once again for the support. All of these days you guys have been, supporting the challenge, turning up, you know, likes and shares and comments. I really appreciate you all. Like I said yesterday, this won't be the end of me posting about WordPress, and I also said this yesterday. I can talk about everything on WordPress in just 64 days, but with a few things that I've been able to talk about, if you actually pay attention to the videos, you definitely become a pro by the end of the video. By the time you finish the 64 days. So today, I really don't have any topic I want to talk about today. Today, I just want to reminisce on everything we've done. You know, off air, I want to see how much we've done. So we've talked about logo, how to add logo to our website, how to adjust, how to set it up properly. We also talked about menu, how to add, how to remove, and how to add new ones. We talked about buttons. These are buttons. These are buttons on websites. So we talked about buttons, how we can add them, and how we can link them to a specific product, maybe number or link. So we talked about header, we talked about the header section, we talked about the footer section, which is the section that contains the details about the business, the contact details about the business. So we also talked about Google Map, how we can set it up on our website, and how we can add the address to it. We also talked about forms. We talked about different types of forms. We talked about the Elementor type of form. We talked about the WP form. We talked about the formidable form. Also, we talked about the videos, how we can add a video to our WordPress website. So we talked about backgrounds. On a section, we talked about background image, we talked about background color, we talked about background video. We also talked about background overlay, how we can add an image as an overlay for the background of a particular section, how we can add a video as an overlay for a particular section on our WordPress website. So we also talked about how to add a counter, a number counter to our WordPress website. We talked about how to change text, how to change typography and sorry, is it typography? I've forgotten what it's called. How to change the fonts, how to change the weight, how to change the size, you know. And then we also talked about how to add a divider to our website. This is a divider. This is a divider. We also talked about how to add a spacer. So there is a spacer here. Between here and here, there is a spacer there. We talked about how to add a spacer also. We talked about to import a template, so we won't have to build from scratch. We also talked about to import a particular section. So you are building a website for a particular reason, and you want to create a new section. You don't want to create it from scratch. You can easily add or import a section from the starter template. We also talked about plugins. It talks about how we can import, sorry, how we can install and activate them. We talked about slider for image, text, header, and click and button. Sorry. So we talked about that also. We talked about how to add icons to our website. We talked about how to edit a particular container. Alright. We talked about how to add social media icons. We talked about testimonial sections and how we can add uh, testimonial to our website. We talked about the gallery section, how we can add gallery, how we can add images to our gallery on the website, and basically these are some of the things that we've talked about over the course of the 64 days. So if you are new to building websites, you just want to start learning uh, how how to build a website. WordPress is actually a way for you to learn and earn. All right, so learn how to build WordPress websites. You can offer that as a service while you continue to learn how to build websites with code, because there are things that are limited on WordPress. There are things that you can't do on WordPress. It requires you to code it. Do you understand? So you knowing how to code to build a website will be an advantage for you in the market. All right, but that doesn't mean with WordPress you still can live okay. All right, so this will be the end of the whole challenge, and I sincerely want to thank everyone that has shared, liked, and comment on our videos, and I pray that God Almighty continue to bless you. And I want to use this opportunity to say, compliment of the season. I wish you all a happy and blessed year. All right, so thank you. This will be the end. If you have any topic, all right, let me say that. If you have any topic you like me to talk about, it's no more a challenge, but I can still make videos about it. If you have any topic you like me to talk about, please drop in the comment section. If you find the video interesting, don't forget to like and also subscribe. Thank you and God bless.